What's up? Clay Abernathy here with another one of your Ideal Minutes. We are here with Jeff Mudd with the Trades Podcast, all the way from San Diego, right, Jeff?
Yeah, nice drive out here, but well worth it.
I came out to see what it is that we're doing here in little old Tucson and take back some stuff to San Diego and all of his followers. So we are happy to have you here and show you a little bit of what we do here at Ideal.
Appreciate your time, Clay. Thank you.
Thank you. And tell me, how long have you been doing the Trades Podcast?
I started the Trades Podcast last year, summertime. It's been a complete learning process for us. I retired from a 20-year home improvement career and just jumped right into, hey, I'm going to learn how to be a podcaster and see if I can do something about influencing some young adults getting into the construction trades.
Awesome. Well, this is definitely what we're doing here, and so we appreciate having you here. So you got eye protection, you got everything else. Let me see. And we'll go. So anything beyond this door, got to make sure we always have that taken care of. But
all right.
This is where the magic happens, the true learning. We'll try to stay out of the way of the students, but you'll see that everyone's on a little bit different of a stage here, and almost complete. The neat thing is, as you look at this, you're going to see that electrical. You're going to see line sets for HVAC. You're going to see siding. You're going to see sheetrock, paint, flooring installed. As you look at all of these builds, you're going to also remember this. This was built by students who, prior to 40 days ago, have had zero experience coming in.
So they're going to be exposed to almost every aspect of building a home.
Every aspect of every trade.
Very good.
And over and over and over again. We teach them, and then we allow them to gain the muscle memory.
So they're going to take the siding we're looking at right now. They're going to install that once, be supervised help on the installation. Any corrections need to be done, somebody's going to help them out.
Correct.
They're going to repeat that process 2, 3, 4 times
yeah,
over
so
the course
they'll
of
build 80 homes in 6 months.
80 homes in 6 months.
Yeah.
That is an impressive number.
Pretty cool, right?
Very impressive.
So let's show you what it looks like. So this is just the back where you see that they're doing the electrical. But you'll see we have 4 classes running at a time. And so people often say, you know, Clay, could you make them not so close? And the answer is no. You know, even if I had more and more space, which we always will, is we're working on spatial memory. Every time we turn a corner, it changes their brain. It makes them think differently. And we don't want people to get out on the job site and not know what it's like to turn a corner and know that somebody might be there. There might be a ladder. We want to create a very difficult learning environment, so when they get out to an easier job site, it actually seems easier. Or a difficult job site, they go, man, this is easy compared to what I had to learn in school.
Absolutely. One of the things I'm looking at is just the quality of the siding going up to the corner bead, finished product there, ready for paint.
Pretty cool, right?
Yes, it is.
All done by students. And so they're all at different levels. This one's not open, so somebody might be, well, is somebody in this one? Yeah, we'll go in the ones that we know we can go in, so we're not taking somebody out. What's up? Kicking butt in here?
Holding the door up?
No light. So you'll be able to see that they laid the floor. Did you lay the floor?
Yeah, me and my teammate.
Atta boy. Looking good. So it looks like we got baseboard coming in soon.
Yeah, and if you just look at the view from outside the door right here, I could not tell whether this was the front entry to a modular home or a front entry to a large house.
Right?
Looks the same.
Cool. There's your compliment for the day. Did a good job, brother. Oh, he's been in the business 20 years, so those are the things you want to hear.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear it. Thank you.
So you can see they put in all the electrical. I mean, how neat is that? And we're able to do that. They run all the home runs, all the line sets, all of the outlets. They trim it all out, every aspect of it. There's nothing like this.
And you have quality control.
So they have
personnel.
inspections. So they have to meet schedules. They have to meet inspections. If they fail the inspection, they got to do it over again.
Fantastic.
Let's see here. So we also we'll try not to get sprayed, but we also teach them to paint with a sprayer, so they get that opportunity. You're doing good, Matt. You know, new experience for them. We allow them to mess up. We allow them to understand what that's like, and then they have to fix it.
I love what I'm seeing here.
Do it right.
It looks like a safe environment for one thing, even though it's busy.
Yes.
Which is definitely real world experience.
Exactly.
You put one of these in here and everybody's kicking back on a bunch of benches watching somebody do it, they're not going to learn.
No. That's true learning at its finest. You want to learn how to paint? That's how you learn.
Absolutely.
And in an environment where we can control the finished product to say this is what quality needs to be, and if it's not right, they have to sand it and do it again. And that's how you learn. It's like, I don't want to sand that again. I don't want to make those mistakes.
Absolutely. I've done plenty of those in my career.
Yep.
Redos.
So these are all of our different modules. I'll just walk you quickly through here. So we use steel on the side. We of course, our goal is to make it nice and pretty. We got to sell these to support the students. So everything that we do is in a manner that does that. The interesting thing is that 30% of our students are women.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
And really great to hear for the construction industry.
Yep.
Also.
So as you walk around, you'll see a lot of females here. We have mother-daughters here. We actually have some couples that came in together, and then all walks of life. I have a 79-year-old man here and a 16-year-old boy.
I'd love to hear some of those stories.
Right? So you can see they haven't got the flooring done on this one, but they got everything else done. And
they're getting it staged.
Yep.
So they go through all the process of insulating.
Yeah.
So it's a little dark in here, but the students go through the whole process of learning how to frame, running electrical, putting the boxes in, wire them, installing windows, heating, air conditioning, duct work, the drywalling, taping, mudding, finish work, painting.
All the trim, everything.
Incredible. It's such a great concept to be able to have them all, be able to knock it through one after another. You learn with that process.
Yep.
You teach a guy how to do a plug and he doesn't hit it for 6 months.
Exactly.
He's going to be asking the same questions again, right?
Yeah.
I love it.
Thank you. So we do have a classroom. Well, actually, this is our classroom. We have a sitting area where we talk at them. And it's not it's more of your what new age classes are considered, but not this is not where the learning happens. This is where the reiteration that we are able to say, I told you so, prior to going.
Okay.
Probably a bad way of saying it, but about anywhere from 10 minutes to at the max an hour, where we'll walk through the day. In construction, it would be considered to your safety meeting in the morning. Here's what you're going to go out and do. Here's what you learned yesterday. Here's our struggles. Here's what we've seen. Now let's go learn it. Okay?
So on construction sites, in California anyways, there's a mandatory tailgate meeting every other week. Most companies, to make it easier, just do it once a week.
Right.
Safety meeting.
Right.
So what's particular for this job site that you need to be aware of?
Right.
So you guys are already setting them up for success.
Correct.
Learning the same routine.
Right. Except we do it on a daily basis, normally every day. And then you'll saw the class gathering downstairs. They'll also do that when they leave. Like we teach a couple of interesting things that happen here is that we're also teaching societal issues. We've lost the respect of people, and that's terrible to say, but the worth of a soul is great, right? You've got different talents than I do, and you can probably teach me so much, not because I'm in a position of dominance or let's say call predator or prey. I can always learn something. And so what we teach these students is that they end up on a partnership. So a class has 10 to 15 students in it, and they're partnered up on builds. And then we have foremen that also watch. So we're teaching them to be a foreman, we're teaching them to be a worker. And that partnership is very interesting because people don't always get along all the time. And in the job world, it was something that I just didn't like. I was like, I don't care if you're a plumber or an electrician, you both have worth and you both got to figure out how to work together. Well, I don't go when the plumber's there. He's always in the way or whatever. Now, we want everyone to know all aspects of what it is that they're doing. And if they don't get along, well, they're stuck in a 200 square foot box until they learn how to get along. And they learn it really quickly because their work becomes detrimental. Their excitement of the day gets detrimental. And so they're learning that the environment is teaching them how to get along with each other too.
Absolutely. Yeah, and even in my past history, you got 2 carpenters, and, you know, they got to stick it out through a job site, 2, 3, 4 weeks, depending on the job. But you got to learn how to play nice.
Right, you gotta learn how to communicate.
Communicate, get things done. But one of the other aspects that I think you guys are working on and maybe not fulfilling or vocalizing quite enough much is you're giving all the students a sense of self-worth.
Correct. That's exactly right. And it was the first time in my life, I've been training people for almost 30 years now. I'm young, but I started really young. It was the first time in my life that I ever seen a group of people, when they finished that first build, change.
Yeah.
Because they said, I cannot believe I just built that.
Yeah.
I can do anything. And that's self-worth, and you're exactly right.
The correlation between what you can do with your hands and your mind turned into a solid, visible, touchable product.
Yep.
You know? And they know, I mean, you have a tuition here, and that students all understand that products get sold to pay their tuition.
Yep.
So that reinforces the sense of self-worth. They built something that paid for their education, paid for their future.
Exactly.
So it be laid out for them.
Is exactly.
It's all in their hands now, what they're going to do next with it.
100%.
I love it, Clay.
It's awesome.